The importance of how to teach someone. I think this is something that Ryan's learning even more, like every day that he works with us, which is the idea of making sure that you start small and you want to give them a little task first, and you need to check every step of the way. You need to make sure if it's a task that they're doing for the first time, no matter if it's the first time or if they say they've done it for the first time, if it's the first time that they've done it for us, you need to make sure that you quality check it very extensively early and often. You need to give feedback early and often and prove that they can do it without hand holding. So usually I'll give them a small task first, and then we can sort of upscale from that. We start to give them bigger and bigger tasks once they start to prove that they can do it. So the first stage in our learning is we show them. Now we've got some different training ways that we do training with showing them. Usually it's either using we talk over Skype, and Pete will talk a little bit about some things that you can do in Skype that a lot of people don't know. We use ScreenFlow is another thing to show them, and we also work with them. So stage one, show them. You want to give them a full detailed documentation procedure like Pete was talking about. And then after that, you do it with them. The first time they do anything, I like to hand hold them through the process and make sure that you do it with them, help them every step of the way, give feedback, all that type of stuff. Then you step back and you say, now you do the task on your own. So they'll do the task on their own, and then they submit the results back to you, and you do quality control on the information that they send back to you. Now, at this point in time, you repeat step 3 until they do step 3 flawlessly without any feedback. So you keep on, okay, they're writing an article and they submit it back to you. Oh, I want you to focus more on making sure that intro paragraph hooks them, and your resource box, I want to be written like this. And you keep on giving them the feedback until they can submit an article through to you, and it's perfect. And then at that point, the next stage is teaching someone else. So for teaching someone else, we create a culture within our business to make sure that we're always creating systems. Once you understand a process, you need to document that process. I know a lot of people get caught up in creating systems themselves. You need to do that at the start, but once people get going and then they learn the way that you do things, you can teach them to create the system. And usually that's the best way to create systems. And then every now and then, you might jump in there and do some minor tweaks to get a little bit more out of that system. That is really, really key, the way that you need to teach. To get the most out of your Filipino staff or any staff, make sure that you show them, do it with them, let them do it on their own, and then they can teach someone else.
With the show them side of things too, just quickly, something that we've done well as well is with the show them, we do a visual show in terms of some screen capture stuff, and we'll show you some tools later, but also write it down as well. So give them 2 versions of the show, because some people are more visual and some people are more, prefer to read the words, and that way it also removes any confusion, because you might write something one way and show it slightly different. People are going to ask questions that way. Well, hang on, you said to do this, but you wrote this, and it just gives that clarity as well, which gives you a better outcome at the end of the day as well. So I always try and give the people 2 ways to sort of show them how something is done.